Hey, it's Grayson, and I'm going to talk about family and how they sort of went about accepting me and coping with my transition. Um, so, I guess I'll start off with my mom. Um, she told me when I came out to her that she should kick my ass for thinking that they would kick me out or not love me anymore. So that was good to hear. Um, and basically she's more worried about my well-being. She's worried about, my physical well-being, health issues and stuff, and things like that due to medically transitioning. Um, so she the way that she copes, I think, is she did her own research, which was good. So I suggest that to your parents to do research, so that they're knowledgeable and stuff. Uh, she asks questions still, even now, over a year later. She asks questions, um, and she told some people with my permission. She told a couple of my relatives, like her sister, and she would talk with my aunt about stuff, if she was feeling not emotionally well, um, or if she was struggling with something. Um, she told her coworkers a few months ago. Um, she told her boss right after I came out, and her boss said that it was probably a phase and that I was acting out and stuff like that. My mom said that I wasn't like that at all. And then a few months ago, she came out to all of her coworkers. She sat all of them down, and she said they had like a half-hour discussion. Um, and she said that they were all really accepting and talking and saying, like, as long as he's healthy and happy, it doesn't really matter. Um, you know, uh, and then there was one coworker that said that one of their relatives is a trans man, and so, like, my mom talks with her about that, and so yeah, I mean, my mom started using pronouns and name um, a couple months after. It was pretty much 4 months after I came out that they really started pounding down at my request to get it right, rather than just a random he there and my random, a random, like, proper name here and there. My dad, uh, him and I do not talk directly about trans stuff. We talk indirectly about it. He will say something or do something that is referencing my transition, and we both know that that's what we're talking about, but we will not, none of us will say it, neither of us will say it directly. That's just, how we communicate. I'm still close with my dad. He still loves me, but it's not something that we're both comfortable, I guess, talking about, directly. Um, he, he's weird, okay? My mom told him, at my request, she asked me, and I said to tell him, and so she did, and he did not say a single word about it at all to my mom or myself for months. Um, it's like it went right over his head. He just kind of, like, ignored it. But then the day I got my binder, which was October 18th, 2012, he was smiling at me weird. It was freaking me out. And I had somewhere to go that day. I was on a council and I needed to go, and he would drive me every Thursday. And so I was in my room getting ready, and he shouted to me, "Are you ready, Grayson?" Except he didn't say Grayson, he said my first name. And I was like, whoa, that's not my birth name. He used my male name, and that was weird. There was absolutely no discussion about it, nothing. He never said a word about my transition, and I don't know what it was. Like, he was the one who signed for the binder, and he knew what it was. I don't know if that just kind of went, okay, you know what, this is for real, or I don't know what happened, but he randomly used my name that day, and it was a shock. I'm glad that I wasn't in the same room as him, because I was stunned. I was standing right where I'm sitting right now, actually, and I was like doing a double take. But that was good. He still struggles a lot. He messes up sometimes still, even though it's been almost a year, and like almost a year since he started using my name and pronouns and stuff. But you know, he tries, and he's pretty good at it. He's only messed up a few times. My sister, her and I get along better now than I think we ever have. We do not, we did not, I guess, get along well at all. We're completely different people, and my sister is 12, I think, and she's very socially aware of herself, and others, in the respect that, or in the sense that she's very aware of what others think of her, and others' opinions of her. And so her issue was telling her friends about me, because she didn't know what they would think of her. She put it off for so many months, and it was upsetting me to the point that when her friends came over and I could hear them in the other room using my birth name and female pronouns, I couldn't hold it in, and I would break down. And I told her every single time before her friends came over, you need to stop. My mom told her several times that you need to stop that. And she just didn't. And I don't know when she told them, but she did, like a couple months ago. And they are all fine with it. They call me her brother. They, use my name, my pronouns. Like, it's not that we talk all the time or anything, but like I can hear them saying that. And my advice is, if you do have a sibling like that who's afraid of what will happen or something, then just be patient. Let them know that they're upsetting you. Let them know that you need to feel safe in your own home. It's not fair to me that I have to sit here and feel unsafe in my own house. And like, she never messes up. I think she's messed up once in the past year. She never messes up. And she even corrects my parents when they mess up, but for whatever reason, when her friends would come over, complete switch. And it was upsetting. But that problem is fixed now. My brother, literally the day I came out, he told his friends, he just went, alright, yeah, this is my brother. I've known them for years, we've hung out before, we get along well. They're fine with it, they don't really care. I guess they all pretty much saw it coming. It wasn't really a surprise to any of them. So that was fine. My advice would be, if you want to, be open and very, like, if you want to discuss things a lot with your parents, or your family or whatever, you need to come out to them in person. Because when you send a letter, yes, it'll get your feelings across, maybe better than you can vocalize, but your parents won't be able to see your expression and how passionate you are and how serious you are about your identity. And, and don't do it indirectly like I did with my dad. Like, my mom told my dad, and that was at my request, and I wouldn't really change that, because I still don't know how I would have come out to him. But if you're looking to be able to talk openly, I would suggest you do it face-to-face, in person, and, go from there. I'm pretty sure that's it. Just remember that your family is close to you, they've known you your whole life. They're gonna have some struggles with it emotionally, so they really do need to have someone else besides you and besides each other to really talk to and discuss and confide in, like my mom with her friends at work, talking to them. I can see that that made a difference. You know, so be open to things that they'll suggest or things that they'll do to help, you know, make your transition smoother. I think that's it, guys. So check out my other videos, you know, comment, questions, topics, comment down below, I guess. And thanks for watching, guys.